I'm Caleb from Gun Nuts Media, and today we are taking the Kimber Team Match II out to the range to shoot some groups with it. Shooting groups is a great way to test a gun's accuracy. It's really the best way to test a gun's accuracy. Unfortunately, since I don't have a ransom rest, it also means we'll be testing my accuracy as well. Hopefully my game's on point today. Let's go to the range and find out. Okay, we're out on the range. I just shot the first group. I have the target at 15 yards. I'm shooting from a supported position because I want to see exactly how accurate this gun is. Let's reel this puppy in. This first group was shot with Hornady Critical Defense ammo. This is a very common self-defense round that a lot of people really like. And we did a 5-shot group from a supported rest at 15 yards. And that's the result. Pretty solid. What we're going to do with all these groups is we're going to take a photo of them and measure them with the Target Viewer app. All right, so we have a 0.76 inch group for the Hornady Critical Defense to start. And that is our second group with the Hornady Critical Defense rounds. I would say that's pretty solid for 5 shots. Up next, we're going to send the Winchester PDX-1 Defender 147 grain 9mm downrange. All right, our second group using Hornady Critical Defense was solid, just over 1 inch. And now here I am loading up the mags of the Winchester PDX-1 Defender and shooting my 5-shot group with this. It's all very boring. That was surprisingly not a very good group. Take a photo of it and measure it, and we'll shoot another one. All right, here we go. My first group with the Winchester Ranger was like 4 inches, not a good group. I was struggling to shoot a good group in this situation, so here's my second attempt. Interestingly, another not so great group. I also overlapped it with one of the rounds from the previous group, but it is what it is. Take a photo and move on. So the second group with the PDX Defender wasn't as bad as I thought. 1.3 inches is livable. Now I am loading up the Federal HST for the last 2 groups of the day. More boring stuff. Again, not exactly the kind of groups I've been expecting. Maybe I've just lost the ability to shoot a decent group today. Might be. So at this point, I was starting to get tired. My groups were starting to come apart. And I shot a 2.65 inch group. So for the last group of the day with the Federal HST, I decided to shoot it standing unsupported and see if I could relax a little bit. Well, with my very last group using Federal HST 124 grain, I guess I remembered how to shoot. That's pretty solid. I will take that all day long. All right, let's get off the range and wrap this sucker up. Like I said, last group of the day, I remembered how to shoot 1.15 inches with Federal HST. All right, guys, that wraps up our group shooting for the day. Most accurate round, Hornady Critical Defense. A 0.75 inch group at 50 feet. Come on, that's pretty great. I'm pretty happy with that. Least accurate was the PDX-1 Defender. I think that was mostly shooter error, so I'm not going to ding any of these too hard. I was just having a rough day shooting the gun, but we still turned in some pretty decent 1-inch size groups at 50 feet, which I'll take. Anyway, that wraps it up for this video. The Kimber Team Match II continues to run reliably, feeding modern hollow point ammunition. That's pretty cool. I'm Caleb Giddings. Until next time, remember, run your gun, not your mouth.